Hey guys, it is June 28th, 2025, and this is my E-flite Carbon-Z Cessna 150T. I have the landing gear installed, I have the rudder installed, and next step is going to be to install the electric motor. And as far as I'm concerned, any job worth doing is worth doing right. So I like to get a little bit of flat black spray paint to make it look a little bit more scale. Also with the LED lights in there, those things are bright, so it does bleed over inside. So I'm gonna throw some spray paint. I really like this Rust-Oleum. They make a really good product for rattle can spray paint. It's, in my opinion, about the best spray paint you can get. Now, I did cover the brass threading in there so that, you know, it's not going to interfere with the bolts that secure the engine. So any kind of paint, there's like a little mark on there that you can see. You want to align your sprayer orifice with that, and it's going to get you the best possible spray. Get this mixed up nice. My first build, I actually did purposely get some black paint on the belly to simulate like oil leaking when I was working on my private airplane certificate down in Louisville, Cardinal Wings Air Training, back in the mid to late 90s. I didn't have a lot of money, so I was washing airplanes, and I can tell you 100% that the bellies of airplanes do get a lot of oil and leakage from the engine. So let's see if I can get this on there looking pretty good. And I prefer to use flat colored paint. You don't really want gloss. So if you ever looked inside the engine cowling of a real Cessna, it's not real pretty. And this does say flat. Right now it seems to have a lot of sheen to it, and I have to get down pretty low to get up in there if I want it to be consistent. And that should be all that needs for that. I have this down here already. Oh, it looks like that kind of slid down on me. I'm gonna have to flip that upside down to try to ensure I don't get paint on the outside there. I guess in theory, if it does have some bleed over, it'll just look kind of scale. Because sometimes the real airplanes do get some oil blowing out. Let's say that's probably pretty good. And I'll be honest, you know, I mean, I would say the average person that builds these planes, they don't go through you know, these steps to kind of enhance kind of the scale effect of the airplane. Honestly, inside here is really not necessary, but those LEDs are bright, so it probably is kind of nice to put the flat black in there to prevent the bleed over from the light. And I'm gonna call this good. I think that should be more than sufficient. And you look inside the real airplane, and you know it's typically, as far as I can recall, pretty oily and messy, and I'm gonna have to let this dry, and then, like I said, according to the instructions, next step is going to be installing the electric motor. And now it's just a matter of letting this dry. Hopefully I didn't get yeah, I don't see any bleed over. Just have to be cognizant of that, and ideally you do want to mask that off. But then I found with the first airplane, when I put masking tape on their paint, it basically peels their paint off, because I guess the paint doesn't bond extremely well with the styrofoam material that they're made out of. And I mean, you can do some weathering like I did with the first airplane. I tried to really customize that one. I'm not a huge fan of the red, so I decided to paint it blue. First airplane I had my first solo flights in was a Cessna 152, which there's not a whole lot of difference between the Cessna 152 and the Cessna 150. This is the Cessna 150. That airplane was Cessna 49106. You can get the tricycle gear for this. It looks a little bit more complicated on setting up. You have to put another push rod to the rudder servo. I like this for simplicity's sake, plus the RC field I belong to is a grass runway, so because of that, the tail draggers just seem to do a lot better on the grass runways. So that's about it for now. Everybody has their own personal preferences, and mine happens to be Rust-Oleum. I've just had really good luck with Rust-Oleum paints. I've tried cheaper paints and they spit, and honestly I probably should have shaken this a lot more. I think they recommend you shake it for like 1 minute, but it still did a pretty good job overall, and I'm happy. There's a little bit of paint that spit down the side there, but you know, if you wanted to go really to the nth degree, trying to make this scale, you know, when I washed the real airplanes, the bellies of these things would get covered with oil, because you check the oil, you add oil, sometimes oil drips down in the engine, the Lycoming engine, and then you know, due to gravity, it finds the lowest point and it's going to seep out, and then as the airplane flies, you're going to get the oil basically blowing back underneath the fuselage. And I can tell you from experience, it's a major pain in the butt to clean. Back in the 90s, we were using simple green mixed with water, and that seemed to help get that off. And that's about it for now. Next step's going to be installing the electric motor once the paint dries, and hopefully this little detail adds to the looks of the airplane, making it a little bit more scale, looking a little bit more realistic. Because I can tell you 100%, even if the inside of the engine cowling is white, it's not going to stay white with, you know, all the leakage and the oil and everything. I would have to look and see. I couldn't tell you offhand. It may be painted white, but at the same time it could also be painted that I don't know the official name of it, kind of a zinc green color, aircraft lime green, that's designed to help prevent corrosion of the aluminum skin of aircraft. But that's it for now, and I'll see you on the next one when I'm putting the electric motor in.